Looks like Rand is literally wearing Levi's 501s here.
There's some random people back in the background that I've never noticed until now. I like this one. I think this one's pretty good.
Thank you, Chris, for joining me today to do this Wheel of Time tier ranking of the covers. We are both huge Wheel of Time fans, but also I want to talk about your book, A Rescue
Thank
in Bizen, that just came out recently. How does it feel to have your third book out in the Eighth Chant series?
It's kind of weird because I mean the first book was kind of accidental. The second book was planned and we put a lot of stock into like making sure that like the marketing was correct. The drop of it was like had a lot of weight. This one kind of felt where it's longer. It took a long time to like actually write it and get it out there. And there are a lot of threads that we're pulling from both books. So it really did take quite a while to write, almost 2 years. But whenever we actually dropped it, we just kind of like released it. We didn't do a like any huge fanfare or anything. I think that has a lot to do with like the fact that we're both super busy with work and doing any sort of marketing would just kind of add to the workload. And I don't want to do that. But it feels great to actually get the story moving. I think book three is probably my favorite so far, at least in the fact that it kind of opens the door to a lot of really cool events in this world, and the characters get to do a lot of really cool stuff. It's kind of a political thriller as well, in
Mhm.
a sort of like fantasy world. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess
I mean,
that's
you
it.
say that you're not like doing a lot of marketing, but I feel like this book has a lot of thought put into it, like the map
Yeah.
and also the art from our friend Cold Witch. I was so
Yeah.
surprised to see that. It looks awesome. Yeah, I'm like halfway through this book right now. I haven't finished it. It is definitely like shaping up to be more of a political thriller. We also get to see like some familiar faces from both Albadone, but also the second book, Solforn. Yeah, I'm really loving it so far. I give them credit. Bonnie O. Copy. Thank you for making this tier list.
Oh yeah, this is the way.
Nice.
It only took us 40 minutes, but we
Has it
figured
been
out.
40 minutes?
I think so.
Oh my god. I really like this cover actually.
I
Yeah,
like it
you're
a
right
lot.
about these like cumulо, what are those called? Cirrus cumulonimbus clouds.
I'll take your word for it. I'm not, I'm not a cloud expert, but no, I love the colors.
Mhm.
Now it's more obvious that those are two horses being dragged along in the back.
Yeah. I love Moraine's little fit here.
Yeah, I like this. And she's, I mean, she's short, but she's better proportioned.
Yeah, she's not like 2 feet tall.
My guess is that what's his name? Daryl K. Sweet.
Mhm.
He probably made this like years after the first one, so he like learned how to draw.
Yeah, I think New Spring came out like in the middle of the series.
That makes sense. Yeah, I like this. Low A tier or high B tier.
Yeah. I'm okay with leaving it in B tier. It's still sort of just like not as striking as Eye of the
Yeah.
World.
It's definitely better than Grey Hunt, I think. Now that I
But
really
actually I'm feeling A tier for this too.
A tier, right? Yeah, we got to lock these in eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more I look at them, the more I like them. So I think I just need to like burn them into my retina. I'm happy with this one. I know. Wait, am I crazy? Oh, the logo is there. I never noticed that there's a what's it called? The creature
The drag car.
Jaguar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um yeah, I love this cover.
I
S
think
tier.
this cover looks slightly different depending on like what edition you have because I remember always being like super intrigued by this little guy.
I mean,
Okay.
he is there on the mass market, but he's just right under the
Yeah,
yeah.
I love this cover.
It's so good. Yeah,
Great
I don't
hat.
know. The colors just look so dull.
They do. Like, I feel like he was trying to make Rand sort of the focal point by having the pop of red. And there's sort of like this feeling of like impending doom, and they are like being chased the whole book. So I
Yeah.
feel like it's a good symbolic representation, but yeah, the in execution, it ends up feeling kind of flat overall.
Also, now that I'm seeing it, this big without like any text on it, the Trollocs just look like dudes.
They really do. They don't look like
Like these are creatures that are like eating people. They're boiling them alive to eat them, and these look like guys.
yeah, yeah, it looks like it's just their armor. They like the smith who made these armors went like really hard, but
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm yeah low B tier. I'm okay with it.
I will say I love this lighting. Like I feel like the lighting in this is inspired. But
I agree. Yeah.
yeah, definitely loyal. Loyal does not look as tall as he should.
Yeah, they should have given Daryl K some better descriptions of because he's not reading these. Let's be real. He's not reading any of these books.
Have you seen that one tweet from Charlie XCX where she was like, I'm watching the Hunger Games for the first time? And someone was like, you were on the soundtrack for that movie. And she's like, I don't know. Lord sent me a description and I just wrote a song.
That's
I feel
exactly
like
it.
that was Daryl K. Sweet with these covers.
That one looks great because you can't really see, but
Yeah,
the rest just look like guys. And Loyal just looks insane. His
love
boots are
Loyal.
wacky.
I will say, for all of its perceived faults, the Wheel of Time show did do Trollocs really well.
I agree. I agree. They look awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with keeping the Great Hunt in B tier then. The Dragon Reborn.
So I actually hate this cover in mass market.
Mm.
It looks like this.
Hmm.
There's so much text on it. You don't even see look like
Oh
what's
yeah, you can't even see this face
he's on
guy.
the spine and he's like there, and then in the back more text, and you don't even see. I didn't even realize that there was supposed to be Aiel in this cover until I saw it like in this format where it was wide. I love
Yeah.
this cover. I love the red. I love the light of Kalendor. I
Mm.
love the Aiel. There's so much tension and awe. The columns look awesome and marbly.
The Stone of Tear looks amazing,
It
which,
does.
not to keep harping about the show, but I wish we could have seen the Stone of Tear in the show.
I agree. Yeah. And I wish it would have looked exactly like this, just like this
Oh,
stark
yeah.
80s hard colors. Yeah. I don't know who any of these people are except for Rand, to be completely honest.
Is that Perrin and Matt?
Sure.
I really like this sort of Yonic sword. I feel
Yeah.
like the shape being Yonic and then the sword being phallic is a really great symbolism for the Wheel of Time's whole conceit.
Yeah. I mean, that keeps happening over and over again, like with Tarvalon and other things. But yeah, it also just the way that the sword is such a focal point of the cover. And once
Hmm.
again, not to talk about like the logo or anything else, but the fact that the sword actually goes over the
Mm,
logo is such
yeah.
a nice touch. Yeah, I kind of love this one.
This is kind of peak. I've always been sort of like meh on the Dragon Reborn cover, but like looking at it like this is beautiful. I love the reds and the blues.
I don't know
It
what
kind
to make
of
of the
reminds
face.
me a little bit of the Way of Kings color scheme, which is also a gorgeous cover.
Yeah, the red and blue is awesome. I don't know what to make of the face. I will say that. That's my only criticism. It's just kind
Mm.
of there. There's nothing to like signify what am I seeing? Am I just seeing like a head?
Yeah, I kind of like the face because I feel like it represents the sort of pervading dread of the Dark One. Or you could even, not to get into spoilers, think of it as someone else who Rand is starting to hear voices of
Yeah,
at
yeah.
this point. The thing that I don't like about this cover, it looks like Rand is literally wearing Levi's 501s here.
Oh my
What's
God, I
going
didn't
on with
notice
that?
that. Yeah, this upscaled cover is really showing yeah, it's got that kind of Levi's texture. Yeah, it looks like he just got back from like the Ren Fair, but like in the 80s.
Yeah, it's very 80s.
Like the bottom of the columns, like that texture, that kind of spirally,
Yeah.
like it really, I don't know. I feel like I can touch it. Really good. I would say this one is like top A tier or like bottom S tier, to be honest. At least that's what I'm feeling.
I honestly feel like this might be better than the Eye of the World cover.
Really? Okay.
Like looking at the actual painting, but I'm gonna put it I'm gonna put it below Eye of the World because I feel like the text placement that you bring up when the actual cover is problematic and it is like a little bit too busy with all the text.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know if this is like a mass market issue, where like the hardback looks a little bit better, but for mass market, like I didn't even see the IEL. You don't see them at all.
The Shadow Rising.
Okay. I don't mind it. I kind of like what's going on. I like the way that the IEL waste looks. I mean,
Mm.
I guess that is a little Arizona-y or a little Grand Canyon-y.
Utah vibes, maybe.
Yeah, kind of Badlands. There's some random people back in the background that I've never noticed until now.
Yeah.
That's kind of rad.
What are they doing? Looks like they're jumping off this cliff.
I don't know if this is the most exciting cover, but it kind of gives a sense of rest. But for what's happening in this book, Rand looks, if that is Rand there in the middle, he looks almost way too like comfy, I guess.
I don't love this sort of general scene having Egwene ladling whatever it is, soup into a bowl is kind of boring. Yeah, I see what you mean about like this sense of rest. That is interesting because I feel like this is a book where they get to take a breath and like Egwene goes on her like training arc with the Aiel. They've evaded danger for a little bit. But yeah, like the figures in this have always been my least favorite.
Yeah, they don't look like their ages. Yeah, I think I like everything but the people. Rand's once again sporting his Levi's in this one. Also, I don't know if that is Matt there in the center. He has red hair, and that to me
Oh,
reasons.
oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Zooming into that on the right side and the far back, there's kind of like this stone pillar thing, and I'm just now noticing there's like a little Aiel there at the top. I don't know if you see him. Yeah, there he is.
Oh yeah. How do you get up there? There's oh wait, there this looks like a Trolloc.
Are there Trollocs in the Aiel Waste in this book?
But that might just be an Aiel.
He looks a little like what's that Nick Cage movie, the Wicker Man? He looks a little Wicker Man-y.
Zooming in, there is a lot of detail that went into these book covers.
Yeah, it's easy to forget that, these are paintings and they're pretty large.
As much as I love to dunk on Daryl K. Sweet, there is sort of like a beauty to this.
Like the sky looks beautiful. The Aiel
Hmm.
waste looks beautiful. There's layers. Like the Aiel waste in the very far back it
Hmm.
has this kind of like bluish, like sunsetty tint. As I said already, I think the figures are the least interesting part of this whole thing.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I don't know. Do I like this? I think I definitely like it better than Great Hunt. I might even like it better than the New Spring, to be honest, just because of the colors. But
I agree. I think the colors push it over the edge for me.
yeah, I just don't find the subject interesting, unfortunately. But for the rest of the Wheel of Time, I think it's a pretty good one. Fires of Heaven. I think this is the first time that it's very obvious who the characters are. Because I'm like, yeah, that's Rand, that's Matt, that's Avienda. Like
Maybe this is where Daryl K. Sweet was like, you know what? Let me read these books.
he started reading it with this book.
I love how the sort of cities and like the design has felt really distinct. Like you could
Mhm.
tell that the Dragon Reborn took place in a completely different place
Like,
than this one.
yeah, this is like stunning. Still don't love the Trollocs. They look like dudes in armor.
They do, but I kind of like it. It looks very similar, like in composition to the Great Hunt, but I feel like they pop a little bit more here.
I love that they're just kind of in waiting. They're
Mhm.
like about to jump out.
They represent the general threat of
Yeah.
the Dark One.
Avienda looks great. Rand, it's the first time he actually looks like Rand.
Yeah, this coat is how I imagine Rand like throughout the series.
Yeah, that's iconic. If there's one thing that Robert Jordan does is describe people's clothing
Hmm.
at length and in detail. So yeah, I like this one actually. I think the composition is really strong. I like this kind of, I don't know, almost Roman-esque statue that's there at the top, the horse.
Yeah.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah, I've never noticed that before. You don't see that. This is probably like the spine on the book.
Yeah, it's the spine. And also the mass market at least
Hmm.
cuts off a lot of the top.
Yeah, you really don't get all these beautiful like domes.
Yeah, you don't see any of the domes. They're absolutely like covered by the logo.
Mm.
Um, which is very unfortunate, but yeah, this is it's pretty stunning.
I would
For
love to see a redesign with the covers with like the text to a minimum because
Yeah,
this
I
is
feel
so
like that's been
gorgeous.
kind of like the convention for a lot of fantasies, like big text. Big text can be fine, but that is, at the end of the day, we're here for the art. I guess we are kind of losing that fantasy art kind of thing. People like the minimal weapon with title.
Oh my God. Yeah. Bring back fantasy painters. I'm
Mm.
sorry, Daryl K. Sweet, for what I said earlier in this video. You did us a great service. This is beautiful. All right, where are we putting it?
Probably I guess my one criticism is the colors don't pop as much as the Shadow Rising. Maybe in between the Shadow Rising and New Spring.
Bet.
Yeah, so far so good. I feel like we're about to get into like the poop tier.
Yeah, there's some interesting choices in later books. Oh,
Here
speaking
we
of,
go. Oh, speak of the
oh,
devil. Actually, okay, hold on. Because
wait.
there's a lot more detail in this than I've ever seen. I'd never seen those guys that are arrowed to death.
Hmm.
Which is kind of crazy that like yeah that's also why is this the chunkiest mass market and it's not even the longest book? I don't get that.
Lord of Chaos was originally supposed to be the last book in the series. So I feel like it is like somewhat slightly chunkier than the rest of the books at that point.
Yeah, it is 1,000 pages. Wow.
Lord of Chaos might be my favorite Watt book.
Really?
Yeah. I love Lord of Chaos.
It is definitely the one that made me because I mean 4 is pretty wacky.
Hmm.
5 is kind of like an in-between book, and this one kind of felt like, oh wow. It felt like important, I guess.
There's a lot of stuff with Egwene that I love in Lord of Chaos.
Oh, I didn't realize this is it's a first edition mass market because it only has like all the books listed up to this one. Yeah, now talking about the cover, there's a couple things I like. I
Mhm.
don't think the Dragar makes any sense. I don't even think there is a Dragar in this book at all.
I don't think there are.
Rand's fist is iconic.
This is
Um,
an emoji in the server.
it is so iconic. It is yeah, the Arthur meme. It's so bad. Rand looks insane.
Body T.
Literally T-shaped. He has no hips. He has no ass. Um,
Well, you're not going to be able to see his ass from the front.
oh, I can tell.
Oh, it's like a spiritual
I'm I'm
sense,
linked with this
your
man.
spidey sense for it.
Uh,
I don't think anyone was ever supposed to zoom in on this
no, I
close.
don't think so. Oh my God.
Has technology gone too far?
These upscaled covers. I like how okay, let me compliment it a little bit because this is a bad cover. I'm just gonna put it out there. It is a bad
Mhm.
one. But I do kind of like how ghostly the battle like scene looks in the background.
It's very like dark versus light, good
Yeah, but
versus evil.
then again, nothing makes sense. Like,
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that I feel like Daryl K. Sweet was going for more of a symbolic vibe and not like trying to do anything like specifically from the books. Cause like I feel like he just threw this drag car in to be like, and remember, the dark one is there.
well, I'm talking specifically from a proportion because like there are carts behind Rand in the background. Those would like, is that the horizon or is the horizon the men on the side that are dead with the battlements above them? Like, where is the horizon? I think that that almost looks like a hill or something that's
Yeah,
like in the clouds, but then that doesn't make sense with the horizon behind Rand with the those
yeah,
carts behind him. This one's kind of a mess, to be honest.
it is. I'll give you that one.
What do you like about this cover? What do you hate about this cover?
This has been like a theme throughout all the covers, but I don't like how Sweet portrays the women always in this sort of like submissive role, you know, and that might just be like the 80s slash 90s vibe. Egwene is really like a central character in this. It doesn't make sense to have her sort of have this like beseeching look towards Rand. And so
Yeah.
if this was a symbolic representation of the book, I feel like it would make more sense to have them on equal footing. Like she's literally below Rand and like beseeching him. But I like this light here. Again, the lighting is amazing. Like this golden striation in the sky, beautiful. It looks heavenly almost.
Yeah, that's one thing that he's always going to cook with is the lighting. But yeah, you know, that now that you mention it, I see it. I think Avienda in the previous cover is the only example of like a woman being kind of like center. But even so, she's portrayed from the back walking away.
Mhm.
Yeah, so far we haven't, maybe he doesn't know how to draw women. And so he was just kind of like, let me position them, you know, from the back.
I don't think he really knew how to draw men either.
I don't think, yeah, people not his strong suit. Very
Low C tier, or I guess C tier.
I was gonna say upper D, but yeah, low C's a good spot for this one.
I think we have lower lows we could go, knowing the covers that we have coming up.
Um, wait, oh wow, we had them backwards in the tier list.
Oh my God, fake fans.
Once again, the blues are amazing.
Yeah, so striking.
And also, is this the first time a Trolloc is portrayed as an animal?
Yeah. That looks real. Like
That's
it's like
cool.
an actual bird's head on a man's body.
And also, I'm loving the like the background, how
Yeah.
expensive it looks, like this ancient kind of city.
Hmm. I like this because I feel like he captures it looks both ancient but also futuristic at the same time, which is a sort of vibe that Wheel of Time captures really well.
It definitely looks, yeah, like a repurposed city in a way. The focal point being Rand in this insane position absolutely throws the whole cover apart. Like this is, it's hideous. It's absolutely hideous. I don't. He's got that Trump pose where he's like
He
leaning
even kind of
forward.
looks like him.
Yeah, Rand just looks different every cover. His arm looks insane.
Yeah, he's yoked as hell. But he's got the Heron Mark tattoos.
Yeah, the
His
bare
red
metal.
coat has been tattered a little bit. He's been, fighting some Forsaken.
He's like in that why ya yada kind of position.
Why I oughta. Yeah.
Everything is so good except for Rand.
I think I almost feel like if he had had Rand like not facing the camera, it would have been better. Like this weird pose would have worked if his head was just turned to the side.
Like take the Rand from Fires of Heaven and put it
Yes.
here, it would have been a top tier cover. It would
Yeah,
have probably been like S tier.
I agree. Daryl K. Sweet just really knows how to work with the color blue.
That moon peeking out in the back, like
Oh yeah.
it's so tasteful. Like
Yeah.
everything is so good.
And it's a nice callback to the Eye of the World. It's
Mhm.
nice.
Once again, I love that Trolloc, but yeah, Rand. I'm almost feeling just because Rand is the focus of this cover, and also in mass market, it looks absolutely bad. Like this might be my least favorite cover in mass market, but
Mm.
seeing it like extended like that, I think it brings it up a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, I'd probably put a B tier to be honest, just because of Rand.
I
Um,
feel it.
had he
I'm
not
gonna put
been
it above Great Hunt.
I agree. Had he not been there, it would have been maybe S tier. Had it been a better Rand.
Yeah, I almost feel like there's a version of all these covers where you take out the people and just have it as like a landscape, and it would actually still slap.
They're all good.
Yeah, the landscapes are all like 10 out of 10.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, this is weirdly like Daryl K. Sweet locked in for Path of Daggers.
It's the one time the people are spot on. Rand looks amazing. Like
Yeah.
he's the sword forward.
Hmm. The Crown of Swords,
It's so good.
the banners, the horses are on point.
The statue, the collapsed statue in the back
Oh
is
yeah.
I never noticed it has like a curl. Like that is yeah, this is like S tier to me. I just no doubt about it. Like the
Hmm.
clouds, it's one of those rare occasions where this actually happens in the book. Like Daryl is actually reading the material.
Yeah, this goes really hard. Honestly, I think this is the best cover yet. I'm comfortable just putting this at the very top of S tier.
I can't agree more. That was easy. That was an
That
easy
was
one.
easy.
Oh, here we go. Oh my God. What have they done to my boy? He looks like Mr. Tumnus.
He looks kind of cute here. Like he looks better here than the Knife of Dreams cover.
He yeah, he looks like a little teddy bear.
Yeah, he doesn't look terrible. Like this is actually better than the Rand Crown of Swords cover.
Yeah, and also I like that they gave him a beard this time. Like he's manning up. He's turning into like the man that we know and love.
Mhm.
The Perrin, the leader, the grizzly Perrin.
I actually really like this. Something about it is working for me.
Yeah, I like the army in the back.
Mhm.
I thought I was gonna hate it more. Now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like how it's different than the others. The snowy.
Yeah. Again, with like the landscapes, Gerald
Yeah,
K. Sweet just knows how to do it. You have like the desert covers, and now you have the winter wonderland. So it really works. Captures the range of Wheel of Time.
yeah, I kind of like this one. Actually, the proportions look correct. Where yeah, you have them in the foreground, the army's waiting behind them.
Mhm.
Maybe the army's a little big, I guess.
Yeah, this seems like more people than makes sense.
Yeah, I never pictured them to be that large of an army in the books, but I mean, I'm not gonna fault him for that.
Yeah.
He's skimming. He's not quite reading. He's like,
Yeah.
I like this one. I think this one's pretty good. It's like a solid A tier, I guess. I don't know if I don't know if I like it as much as the top three right now.
Okay, then we are in agreement. There we go.
So this is almost like the other side of the coin of the cover that we just looked at, but
Hmm.
it's like a bad side of the coin.
I agree. I think there's something.
Like Matt looks fine, but it kind of looks like desolate. Like it looks like it's not doing anything. Tom looks awful. He looks
Yeah.
old, like a little like Merlin.
To be fair to Daryl K. Sweet, I feel like Crossroads of Twilight is the book where not a lot happens. So like this is an actually a very accurate representation of Crossroads of Twilight. This guy looks like he's wearing a onesie.
Yeah, yeah, he's full on blue. Just a blue guy. I would have liked to see like the red hand kind of insignia, like a
Yeah,
band.
he did some banners and like for the Path of Daggers one. Those went hard.
Yeah, I like the trees. I'll give him that. I think it's fine. It's like a C tier above the other one or B tier. I don't know. I'm kind of undecided.
I'm down to put it in C tier because there's nothing that's really jumping out at me. We haven't had any D tiers yet.
Well,
Well,
it's like you summoned it. The worst parent so far. Maybe the worst human that he's ever drawn.
Yeah, it's weird though, because like Perrin doesn't look great, but I actually think Fael looks really good. And I believe this is Davram Bashir,
Yeah,
and he looks
Bashir, yeah.
really good too.
I agree. Is that supposed to be Gowl?
Okay, something that's bothering me though is it looks like Gaul has a
Sword.
sword. Maybe
Yeah.
that's just near him,
Yeah, it's like standing on its own.
but that's weird. Like, why would you put a sword so close to an Aiel?
That doesn't make any sense. And also, is this supposed to be like a tent? Is it a house? Is it a I'm
Yeah, I
confused.
think this is like their like war tent.
It's a little too fancy. I mean, that's
This is the first time we've seen a woman actually doing something that's sort of like active. Like it looks like Fail is actively participating in the planning of some sort,
her
you know?
nose is all wrong though.
Oh yeah, she's got to have that hooked nose.
But the hair's right. I think
Yeah.
I like her fit. Her outfit is cute. I think we found our D tier. I think there's too much wrong in this one. Okay, are we grading this on as a Wheel of Time cover or as a cover objectively?
I
Because as a
would say
Wheel
as a Wheel of Time cover.
Okay, then I think it's D tier just because I don't like the sword by the Aiel. I don't like Perrin. I don't like how fancy this tent looks. It doesn't
Mhm.
make sense for where they're at in the story.
I think it is. I think it's just like, especially when you look at this cover on the book, the Perrin is just so
Yeah, he's front.
distracting. Looking at it like upscaled like this, I'm like, wow, this rug in the back is actually really beautiful and these lamps, but that's giving it too much credit because like all of this is covered in the actual book.
Yeah, also, strangely enough, it's one of those bottom Robert Jordan text, and Fail is almost entirely covered.
The one time a woman isn't like ladling soup or like not facing the camera, she's
Yeah.
completely covered.
Yeah, I don't like this one at all.
All right, I'll put it in D tier. I'm okay with it being in D tier. I think it's also my least favorite on a relative scale.
For Wheel of Time, because like if this was anything else, just for the carpets alone, I love the detail. I love the
Yeah,
hair. I think
yeah,
that's pretty, but the sword by Gowl is kind of throwing me off a little bit. It's like objectively wrong.
objectively wrong. Okay. I
All
actually
right.
dislike this more than the last cover.
I agree. A cover so bad that he made it twice because there are two versions of this, right? We do have a woman facing forward, but once again, she's like in a cautionary.
Yeah, she's
Um,
like in a subservient.
Also smiling. What the hell? It's too much. There's really nothing interesting about this at all.
Yeah, like even the house is like probably this just looks like a normal house out in the real world. Like it doesn't look like fantasy enough.
That black hole behind it,
Yeah.
it's I guess it's trying to create kind of like a negative space so that Rand stands out a little bit more. But it's
Mhm.
almost like, there's light coming from the windows. Why isn't there light coming from inside?
Yeah, yeah, it's weird. I also feel like the hole is like too neat. Like it's like this huge structural hole, but like the rest of the house looks totally fine.
Yeah, I think it was really just once again to kind of like balance everything else. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I think I do dislike this one more than the previous one.
Me too. I'm actually, this is making me fonder of the Knife of Dreams cover.
I still think it's D tier, but I think this is worse.
Yeah. This is funny though, because I love this book. The Gathering Storm is a great book.
Probably my favorite Wheel of Time book. Well, actually, no. Yeah, strangely enough, I think the Path of Daggers, or sorry, Knife of Dreams is my favorite Wheel of Time book.
Oh, interesting.
The last Robert Jordan book, RAP. But this one is
Great book.
probably my second favorite. It's so good, and I like that it swings right out the gate,
Hmm.
just announcing itself as this is not a Robert Jordan book. This is
Yeah.
very much Brendan Sanderson.
You kind of need that,
Yeah, it's not trying to be anything else. But yeah, this cover sucks.
unfortunately.
Sadly.
All right, this is the last Daryl K. Sweet cover that he graced us with. What do you think of this cover?
I feel like out of all the covers, this may be the one that I looked at the least. I'm like taking it in right now. I do like the triangle thing. It adds a lot of intrigue. I feel very curious. I'm like, wow, what is happening here?
Yeah, I almost wish that the tower, like we could see more of it because this, it's hard to see how big it is because we only see such a sliver of it. The lighting coming from the triangle is interesting.
Once again, this is a very accurate map, but
Just
yeah,
throw
kind of
some guy in a green coat and give him a
that's
spear. That's Matt. A Chandra
anyone at
guy.
the Ren Fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He's got a
uh
tote bag.
yeah, he just got back from Whole Foods. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Look at his legs, like his calves. It's the same position that
Yeah,
Rand
it's Rand.
um which maybe it's like the upturned calf thing, but
Yeah, I
no,
think that definitely is upturned calves.
it's kind of giving not Minotaur, but like a
Satyr.
satyr, yeah, like a
Yeah, it's like a too prolonged or yeah, protracted.
I would say maybe I like this better than Knife of Dreams, but maybe D tier or low C tier on this one.
I think I don't like it more than Knife of Dreams. I kind of want to bump up Knife of Dreams to C tier
Okay, let's do it. Let's swap them.
and put this
Yeah.
because I like it more than the Gathering Storm cover.
Oh, for sure. I think that's the worst cover.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. I feel like this doesn't fully capture how epic of a book A
Yes.
Memory of Light is.
Once again, we have these two ladies in the back looking forlorn and kind of
Yeah.
not as important as they are, and like, and also I don't understand what this pose is with Kalendor. Like, is that how you hold a sword? I'm no swordsman, but I don't think that's how you do
This
it.
is Cat crossing the courtyard. He kind of looks like Josh Hutcherson.
He kind of does. And actually, this is maybe the best Ren has looked. Sorry, Daryl K. But I don't like the way this looks. I don't like the balance of it. I don't like the cave C tier. Maybe like maybe high C tier, but
Yeah, because I think I like this more than the Crossroads of Twilight cover just because it's better painted.
am pretty happy with this ranking.
Me too. On the whole, actually pretty balanced. Like, in fact, we're like slightly positive on the
I
covers.
I agree. And also, just from a visual standpoint, just looking at them as they are right now, I think a trend that I'm seeing is that we're really favoring bold colors and good lighting,
Hmm.
kind of at the top.
Yeah,
Where
like these reds and the blues.
yeah, like C and D are kind of some of the dullest covers. But also, I don't know, do we favor horses? Because it's like very horse top heavy.
Are we horse
Are we
girls?
are we horse girls?
Is that the truth? Is that what we've been hiding from ourselves all along?
I
Honestly,
think
I'm okay with that.
I think we
I love
learned
a good
something about
horsey.
ourselves. We'll rank Robin Hobb covers next.
It's all gonna be D tier, unfortunately. I wish Robin Hobb would get those like beautiful painted covers of all of the books in Realm of the Elderlings.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the Robin Hobb Italian covers?
I have not.
Oh my God. Hold on. While I have you here, this is it's gonna blow your mind.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and they're all like open.
Mm,
They actually have like really cool like I don't know, I like the Assassin Quest one with the stone dragon. Like it's so rad.
yeah. Yeah, the Stone Dragon goes really hard.
They're not, the best covers that exist, but they're better than what is there now.
I agree. Like the Benedict Cumberbatch covers are really weird.
Yeah, it's a mix of Benedict Cumberbatch and the first one, it's what's his face from Ant-Man.
Paul
Um,
Rudd.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you have really applied that knowledge into your books because like your covers all slay. Like the
Okay.
composition is really good, the colors are amazing.
Yeah, and actually specifically this one was very inspired by some of the covers that I love, and we actually, strangely enough, yeah, like Crown of Swords, that kind of like blue,
Yeah.
that was a big inspiration. And also we're trying to kind of color code them a little bit, where Albedo had these kind of like golden colors,
Hmm.
so Forum had these kind of greens and tans, and then this one is more like just blue green.
Yeah, definitely. It has like its own unique color theory to it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited. We already
Very
have the
good.
fourth book cover planned. It's going to be even different.
Oh,
Be
interesting.
fun.
I really love the sort of iridescence on the blue scarab uniform.
Yeah, we're very happy with that one. And shout out Omer. When it comes to like self-pub fantasy, he's like at the top of the game.
Mm.
Yeah, nobody's doing it like him. He's so good.
Chris, thank you for doing this tier ranking with me, and congratulations on the publication of your third book.
Thank you so
To
much.
you
Thanks for
and
having
to you
me.
and Alon.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure. We definitely miss you here in California. Miss hanging out
Me too.
IRL.
Miss ya. We'll see you soon. All right. Bye. This is like the most chaotic Zoom of all time. First of all, I show up late. I spend like 30 minutes making Chris talk about the Wheel of Time show. I have like every single technical difficulty possible.
Our Robin Hobb conversation went nowhere.
I know it doesn't even have anything to do with Wheel of Time or the covers.
It is a Friday. Oh, I
Yeah.
think people should know it is a Friday. It is the evening. Yeah, it's very much that kind of like over it mentality. It is 90 degrees in this house. That needs to be restated.
I made Chris turn off his AC.
It is loud. It literally sounds like a car engine going off in my building.